Hello everyone. I'm sorry, I'm moving the camera. I am trying to adjust my lights. This was I was working up to the last second trying to get this trying to get ready. Welcome to my weekly, well, this is our last week of our 12 weeks of Christmas series. Sorry guys, I know I'm moving the camera. I'm probably making you all seasick, but you guys, it's week 12. We made it to the end. I can't believe it. Thank goodness it is the end. I love this series so much, but when it gets to the end, it's always just like that sigh of relief. Whew, we're done. This is actually the last thing I'm doing, like work related, this year actually. As soon as this post goes up, as soon as this video is done, you guys, I'm done for the year. My craft room is going to undergo just a big reorganization. No furniture is being changed, nothing fancy like that. I just need to reorganize things and just kind of move things around just to make it better function. But as for like work stuff, I'm done. I was able to do everything I needed to do last week, so I'll be able to take some time off with my kids. And yeah, I'm excited. I still will be checking email. I'll still be kind of doing like business stuff like that, but I won't be doing any Facebook Lives after this until January. So it's going to be a nice little break. However, I do have lots of posts going up on my blog over the next couple weeks, including some with some videos. So there's still going to be plenty of inspiration from me. I don't want to leave you guys hanging. There's still going to be plenty to come. The mini catalog is coming. Will launch on January 5th. In the video description, there's a link to my paper share that I'm doing for this catalog. There are so many amazing papers in this one. There are 10 packages. So my paper share is going to include 84 sheets out of 10 packages. So it's a combination of all of those. If the paper is a 12 by 12 package of paper, you're going to get a piece that is 12 by 6. If it is 6 by 6 paper, you're going to get a piece that is 6 by 6 of every single pattern. You're going to get one piece of every single pattern. If they're 12 by 12, they'll be trimmed down to 12 by 6. So 84 sheets, 10 packs, plus you're going to get 11 sheets of specialty papers. These are like the metallic foil papers or special vellum papers or fun papers like that. You're going to get 11 sheets of specialty paper. And then as a free bonus, you're also going to get 12 sheets of a free bonus, and that is going to be the host paper that is in this catalog, which is so fun. I cannot wait to get that one. It is $58. You need to RSVP by December 27th. And after that, the price is going to go up to $62 after the 27th. So if you want to save a little bit, it's $58 to RSVP by the 27th, and you can email me. And again, check out the link in my video description for all of the details on the paper share. It's a good paper share. The paper in here is so fun. It's so gorgeous. So check that out. Otherwise, this catalog will launch on January 5th. Also coming out on January 5th is Celebration. Celebration is so much fun, and we're going to talk more about Celebration when it launches, obviously, on January 5th. But you guys, I promised you guys a fun sneak peek, right? I'm going to show you guys something that's coming in the Celebration catalog, and it's pretty exclusive. You can only get this in one way. Let me show you what it is first, and then we'll talk about how to earn it. Look at this, guys. Oh, this is a boho blue mini cut and emboss machine. So it is just like our white mini cut and emboss machine, but it is in boho blue. And boho blue is a brand new in color. And look at this basic gray interior. So beautiful. Boho blue is a brand new in color that will be coming in the new annual catalog in May. So this one is a little bit stiff, and I think that's because it's brand new and I haven't used it. I just got it Friday. But this machine is in the Celebration catalog. Now, how do you get this machine? There's only one way to get this machine, and that is to purchase a starter kit. To join my team, you can get this machine completely free in your starter kit. So if you have thought about joining Stampin' Up, if this machine is very enticing to you, which it's so pretty, consider joining Stampin' Up. You can think about it over the next few weeks. This promotion to get this machine for free does not start until January 5th. So keep that in mind. You cannot go join my team today and get this free. But in January, when Celebration goes live, you'll be able to get this for free in your starter kit. The starter kit for Celebration will be $129. You're going to get this machine for free, and you're going to get to choose 175 in product. It's an amazing, amazing deal. Now, there is a second option. If you don't want the blue machine, if you'd rather have our white machine, it's the same price, $129. You get to choose 175 in product, but you choose the white machine instead. So you get to choose which one of these you want. Now, if you already have both of these machines and you don't want either machine, then the starter kit would be $99 and you still get to choose 175 in product. So that's the basic details, and we are going to talk way more about joining Stampin' Up! When Celebration starts on January 5th. But I wanted to throw this out there. I wanted to show this to you because I was so excited to get it. It's so pretty, and man, I love it. I love a good blue machine. So this one will probably replace the white one on my desk for a while. Well, maybe not for a while, maybe forever, but I do love this. So if this is enticing to you at all, if you are considering joining Stampin' Up!, please, please, please think about it. And you can contact me. We can talk about it. Remember, this promotion for that blue machine does not start until January 5th when Celebration goes live. But I wanted to put that out there. You guys can think about it. And if you have questions in the meantime, you can always reach out to me. This is my host code for December. This host code will be good until December 31st. January 1st, I will be posting my January host code in my social media and on my blog, so you can find January's host code if you want to start ordering on January 1st. But remember, Celebration and the mini catalog don't start till January 5th, so keep that in mind. All right, guys, this is what we're making today for week 12 of our 12 weeks of Christmas. I'm actually going to take this off the bottle just so we can look at it a little bit better. But I wanted to show you guys, this hangs off of a wine bottle. It can hang off of like a champagne bottle too, or a bottle of like sparkling cider, whatever maybe you're bringing as a hostess gift, or you have just a little gift you want to give to, you know, teachers would probably love a good bottle of wine this time of year, but I don't know if your schools allow that. Maybe give it to them off of school property or whatever you need to do. But we are making this fun little gift text. I'm actually going to remove it from the wine bottle so that we can look at it a little bit better. So it's going to hang on your wine bottle like this. Your wine bottle will go in, and then inside I have a little pocket in it, and inside is this super cute little chocolate Santa. This is from C's Candies. This is my absolute favorite place to buy chocolate. Oh my gosh, I love their dark chocolate. This is the dark chocolate Santa. I think they had milk chocolate ones too. So if you have a C's near you, head down to their store. You can pick up some of these for little gifts. Otherwise, I think the Russell Stover candies that are about this size, you can get in like Walmart or Target. Those are roughly the same size. They should fit in here too. You can also fit a gift card in here. You can fit other treats in here. And I will have measurements on my blog. If you don't want to include a little pocket, if you just want to do the holder, I will have measurements for that as well. So keep that in mind. It's such a cute little treat too. So this is what we're going to make today. So we're actually going to start with our actual holder by scoring it. So let me get out my piece of paper and bury it here. So you need a piece that is 5 by 11, and we're going to need our Simply Scored. So let me grab that. And here we go. On the 5-inch side, we are going to score it at 1/2 inch and 1 inch on each side. So go down 1/2 inch and 1 inch. Then I'm going to rotate it all the way to the other side, and we're going to do 1/2 inch and 1 inch. And that's on the 5-inch side. Whoop, hold on. My thing skipped a little bit. Make sure that I get that all straight. Okay, now on the 11-inch side, you're going to score it at 3, and that's 7.5 and 8. Okay, we're going to do some trimming, and then we are going to do some die cutting before we fully assemble this. So grab your bone folder and burnish on all of those score lines. we go. These long score lines on the side, make sure to get those. Burnish those real well. These little skinny 1/2-inch tabs, get those. All right, and then this side. Okay, now let's talk about kind of what all these lines mean, where they all are going to be. So this is going to be our little pockets. There's 2 score lines on this side, on the right side. This is actually going to be our little pocket that folds up. This one is actually going to fold this way. This little section up here, this is going to be the part where we put our little hole to close up or to hang off of our bottle. So we need to basically get rid of all of these on this side. So from the left side all the way down to that second score line down here, we're going to trim off. And I'm actually going to use my paper trimmer for this, just because, let me see, can I grab my paper trimmer? Just because it's such a long section that we're cutting out, and I just want to make sure that I get it cut nice and straight. So I'm going to slide this in there, make sure that score line is kind of right on that groove, and then my blade here actually has lines on the side where my blade starts and stops, so I can put it all the way down on that score line. And let me put it back in this way and cut all the way up. So I'm going to line up that score line with the blade, with those lines on the blade, and then I'll just cut straight up like that. So this one I cut off. Ooh, I went real crooked on that one. That's okay. We'll make it work. I must not have had my paper lined up well. Okay, now we're just going to grab our scissors and we're just going to trim these off. Just like that. Okay? Just trim off those sides. Get rid of those. I don't think you can tell. I think it'll be okay. All right, now for the rest of the trimming down here, what we're going to do is trim up that score line, that second score line. I'm going to fold this piece out of the way just so we have this little tab here. Cut off that square and then just trim these just a little bit. These are going to tuck in, so they're not going to be seen. And then on this one, we're just going to trim these just a little bit. These are going to, this is going to like tuck in like this. This is going to fold up like that to the back. Okay, so we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. So trim that up, and fold this out of the way, cut that square off, and trim these. Okay, and just trim this, just like that. And that is all of our trimming with our scissors. We're going to do a little bit of die cutting, but that's our trimming with the scissors. Well, this is how we scored it. It should look like this. All right, now we have a tiny bit of die cutting to do before we can assemble this, and I'm going to bring my big cut and emboss machine over for this one. So let me grab that. I'm going to show you what we're going to cut. I'm using the layering circles dies. Now if you have a circle punch, you can use those. That's actually a little bit easier, but we don't have the circle punches, so I'm going to use the dies. So I'm going to just line in this square over here. This should be like a 3 by 3 inch square. I'm going to just kind of center that on there. And this will be to hang on our wine bottle. We're just putting a hole right in the center to hang on our wine bottle. So let me bring it back this way. Just like that. Okay. So this is just layering circles dies. And then the circle, I mean, if you want to exact measurement on the circle, it's about a 1 5/8 inch circle. 1 1/2 would probably work. 1 3/4 would work. Whatever you want to do. All right, now on this side, for our little pocket, I just want to cut a little hole in, and I'm going to use some Post-it tape just to make sure this stays nice and straight. So I'm just going to cut about half a circle, maybe a little bit less than half a circle. We're just going to cut that into that, and that's just going to give us like a little spot for Santa to peek out from our little pocket. Okay, move this out of the way. Fold up the machine, move that out. Okay, so this is what it looks like now when it's completely trimmed. Okay, so now let's assemble this thing. So I have some Stampin' Seal Plus. I'm just going to put along the sides here. And then all we're going to do, I'm not even going to adhere these down. I'm just going to kind of fold them in. And then I'm just going to line up this score line with this cut edge. just like this. Line that up. And do the same on this side, just kind of tuck that little tab in. And just line up that score line on the back, just like that. Those look good. Press, and there is our little holder. Isn't that cute? So it's gonna hang on any bottle. Isn't that cute? Now, if you have a bottle that has a wider neck, take your die and just make sure that it'll fit on there. You can just loop your die on there just to make sure it's gonna fit. So before you cut it, because you want to make sure that you cut it big enough to fit over your wine. So just do that, make sure that it's gonna fit, and then you'll be all set. So this is basically our little wine thing. And you know what, you guys? We should have stamped this first. I just noticed on my thing. So I think we're still gonna be okay. We're gonna stamp it. I'll be brave. I don't have any scratch paper, so we're just gonna stamp it right on my mat. But basic gray. The stamp set that I'm using today, I am using the Christmas season. We've used this one before. This is one of my favorite Christmas sets. The images are so good. And we're using the Christmas to Remember for the greetings. These are both in the annual catalog. Okay, I think we'll be okay. Let me see. We're going to stamp this little leaf image. I'm going to stamp this one over here. And actually, here's what I'm going to do. Of course, right after I ink it, I'm going to put this all the way on the bottom. Like this. That way the block doesn't get in the way of the pocket. Just going to stamp that. Beautiful. I think we'll be just fine. And then we're going to stamp a couple up here. Like this. Just like that. So cute. Look. Not a problem. We solved it. It's okay. We're good. All right, but you do want to do your stamping before you assemble it. It's much easier that way. I'm going to take my light basic black Stampin' Blends, and I'm just going to do just some splatter just along the top up there. Just add a little bit more interest. Okay, now we can set this aside. All right, let's do the rest of our stamping. I have a couple pieces of scratch paper here. I also have a label that I've die cut with the seasonal labels dies, which, let me see, I have those. These dies coordinate with that Christmas season stamp set. They are fantastic dies. And so I took this shape here, and then I die cut a little ribbon slit also with it. Okay, so that's going to be the label for the front. So let's do all of our stamping. Let's start with our label. I'm going to use my basic gray ink again. Open that back up. And we're going to do lots of stamping. There's lots of stamping on this one. So friends like you make this season special. All right, we're going to come back to the gray in just a minute, but I'm going to close it just so we don't have a disaster. Pull those off to the side. All right, so for our little leaf, I'm going to use Granny Apple Green. Move that out of the way. Granny Apple Green. Let me see. I hope I got enough scratch paper out to make all of this to fit everything. We'll see. All right. I'm using lots of different ink colors too. I pulled everything out for this final project. All right. Now there's a little two-step stamp image to this one, and we're going to use Garden Green for this. I'm going to try to line this up. You can use your Stamparatus if you're more comfortable lining things up on your Stamparatus. Ooh, not too bad. Look at that two-toned leaf though. Isn't it gorgeous? All right, and also in Granny Apple Green, we're going to do two of these little sprigs. These little kind of evergreen sprig things. Just do two of those, like that, and Garden Green. Did I say Granny Apple Green? I might have said Granny Apple Green. All right, we're going to do a pine cone in Crumb Cake. I'm going to move this one. I'm going to pull in another piece. This is the kind of the solid pine cone part. We're going to add some details with some soft suede. This one was Crumb Cake. Details in soft suede. And this one will just line up with our little pine cone, hopefully. It's not perfect, but it's okay. It'll work. These images, even if they're a little bit off, they still look great, which is one of the reasons that I love this one so much, this stamp set, because it's just such a good image. All right, now these little berries, we're going to die cut in, or stamp in Rich Razzleberry. I'm going to Just stamp them on here. Now there is a little stem that goes with this, but we're actually going to die cut these first just so we can line up that stem perfectly. So I'm going to put that aside. That's all of our inking for now. You're going to run all these through the cut and emboss machine, and you will end up with pieces that are already cut. Now you'll see that my berries, I haven't stamped those stems because the die is, it always confuses me. Now you may not have any problems with this. I always get confused by where to line up the stems, how to line up the stems. So I always like to die cut my berries first and then come in with your basic gray, and then we'll just line that up. Just like so. And again, use your Stamparatus if you're more comfortable. That looks pretty good, and that way that ensures that my stem is nice and lined up. So we have our pine cone, we have our leaves, we have our 2 little sprigs, and we have our label. Before we start adhering things, I'm going to tie some ribbon to our label. This is gray granite. I just dropped our thing, our holder. This is gray granite shimmer ribbon, and I'm not going to tie a knot. A knot's going to make it pretty bulky, so I'm just going to pull, I don't know, like 8 inches through. I'm just going to loop it up, wrap it over the top, and then just kind of pull it, and that will give us a very nice bow, but it doesn't have a whole lot of bulk because we kind of eliminated the knot altogether. And it's going to hold nice and secure. It's not going to fall apart, I promise. Okay, grab your scissors, trim up those ends, and I tied on the spool, you guys. Yay me! Okay, it's trash. All right, now we're ready to assemble. I got to pick up my piece off the floor though. I threw it on the floor with my sweater sleeve. All right, we're ready to assemble. I need to grab some dimensionals. Of course, I didn't grab those. All right, the label's going to go on first. I'm going to put a couple dimensionals on the label, and I'm going to stick that off to the side over here. Okay, I'm going to stick our pine cone on second because everything's going to kind of get tucked in around the pine cone. The pine cone's kind of our focal piece, so a couple dimensionals in the middle for the pine cone. Just kind of tuck that down. For our leaves, I'm going to grab my Luca glue. You could also use glue dots. Just a little bit on the stems. I'm not putting anything on the leaf. And just kind of tuck that down, just like that. And we're going to do the same thing with our little berry sprig. That's going to get tucked in between the pine cone and that label, just like that. All right, and one of our sprigs is going to go down flat, just a little bit on the back. Just kind of tuck that under the pine cone, behind the label. And then our last sprig we'll put on with a dimensional. And just kind of set that kind of over the, I'm going to pull this one down a little bit more. Move this one down like that. Put that one just kind of right under that pine cone. And that decorates it all up beautifully, right? All right, I'm going to add my little Santa. I have another one here. And we're going to add some, to finish it off, we're just going to add some iridescent rhinestones. Oh, I have some in here. Perfect. So I'm almost out. I had a new package ready to go, but looks like I'm good. These iridescent rhinestones, these are one of my favorite all-time accessories. I love these. They're so good. They're so sparkly. And we're going to add a few of them. We're going to add a big one, a little one, another big one up here. And we're going to add another big one and a little one down at the bottom down here with our pine cone. Just like that with our pine cone and sprig. And that's it. That's our wine bottle tag. Now you could also do this for New Year's, maybe change up the images a little bit. Different paper, lots of glimmer paper or sparkly paper would be great for New Year's. You can attach this to a bottle of champagne for New Year's. That would be gorgeous. I'm going to put this back on, bring my wine bottle back over. But it sits on a wine bottle. It's so cute. And it's such a good, quick little hostess gift or coworker gift or anybody, maybe you're giving a bottle of wine to. This is a great way to just package it up. It's so cute. Okay, guys, but that is it. That's it for me for 12 weeks of Christmas. That's it for me for the year. I do have some special stuff going up on my blog over the next couple weeks, so make sure to check that. I will be posting in social media as well. There's lots of posts ready to go, so you'll see those over the next few weeks, and I will be checking email. I will be in the office. I just won't be doing a lot of work in the office. If you are shopping over the next few weeks, please use this host code. This is my December host code. All orders receive a PDF with 3 exclusive projects. If your order is over $50 or more, you're going to receive a PDF, and you'll receive the make and take that coordinates with that PDF. If you are watching this on Facebook, please share this with your crafty friends. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me out so much. It's free. You never miss a video. It's a great way to keep you crafting, to never miss a video. And the new catalog goes live January 5th. I will be live, I think, January 5th to kind of launch that new catalog. So I won't be live on that Wednesday. I'll be live on Thursday, January 5th, when the new catalog goes live. The paper share link is in the video description if you're interested in my paper share. All of that needs to be done before January 5th, so make sure that you RSVP for that paper share early to get that early bird price. All right, guys, have a wonderful Merry Christmas. Have a great New Year, and I will see you guys in 2023. I will see you guys later. Bye.